Welcome to Love Byte.
So my wife and I have been together for 3 years. We both fell madly in love with each other when we first met. We instantly moved in together, less than a year after I proposed to her. We finally got married in April of this year. We've been married now for roughly 7 months. It was a fantastic wedding, and I can honestly say it was the happiest day of my life. About 4 months ago, I found out that she had been talking to a guy she met online. She had gone on a date with him. She came clean about it and I forgave her. I asked her why she did it, and she said that she felt like our spark was gone and that I wasn't giving her what she needed in our marriage. I forgave her in hopes of a change for the better. After that, things were not the same anymore. The arguments were almost non-stop. We would sleep separately on and off. She would constantly bring up divorce and tell me how I'm not man enough to support her or fulfill her needs. I really tried my best. We ended up going on a little weekend getaway trip in hopes of bringing that spark back. 2 weeks after our trip, I found out that she was still talking to the same guy. I forgave her again. I tried to give her everything she needed, physically, emotionally, and financially. Again, things seemed like they were going back to normal. A month later, the arguments started again. She would pick fights over the smallest issues, and of course I was the one to always try to reconcile and make things better. She stopped being intimate with me for 2 whole months at this point. Fast forward to this past week. We've argued like we never have before. She decided the only option left for us was divorce. I told her that I didn't want a divorce. I wanted our marriage and the life we had together. 2 days ago, we reconciled again. We decided that we were going to stay together. As always, with all the faith and love I had for her, I didn't think twice about the possibility of saving our marriage. Fast forward to yesterday, we got into a really big fight. I told her that she was being a terrible wife and that I deserved better. She ended up telling me that she's on multiple dating sites and that she wants to see other people and end our marriage. I didn't know what to say to her after she made that comment. I was hurt, and I left the house to give myself space to process things. She eventually texted me and said that she was going to start dating other men, that she was done with our marriage, and that she was going to file for divorce. She didn't care about my feelings at all. I tried to explain to her that, although emotionally she was checked out of the relationship for however long, I was still in love with her and that it wasn't fair for her to start seeing other men while still living together and being married. By the time I got back home, she was gone. She left behind a letter basically letting me know that she hopes we can still be friends after everything, but that she is going to finally start living her life again. I tried calling her and texting her, but she had blocked me on everything. She didn't come back home until midnight. I tried to talk to her, but she didn't want to have a conversation with me and went straight to bed. Deep down inside, I knew she had been with someone else. In hopes of answers and closure, I grabbed her computer and went through her messages. Her computer is synced with her phone, so all her text messages go to her computer. I dug deep and I found the most devastating thing I could have come across. She had sex with a guy she had just met yesterday on a dating app. It was their first time meeting. She had texted her best friend that her intention was not to sleep with him, but that she felt like the chemistry was right. Apparently, this guy is rich, tall, and very good-looking. She also told her friend that this is the first time she has had sex in the past 2 months and has never had sex outside of our relationship. She mentioned that it was exhilarating, that she didn't regret it, and that she would do it again. So here's where I'm at. I'm in complete turmoil. I haven't felt like I could breathe in hours, uncontrollably crying on and off and asking myself every question I possibly could. How could the woman I love so much and put on a pedestal do this to me? How did we get to this point? Am I not good enough? Who is this person I thought I knew and married? What happened to our marriage, and when did she stop loving me? What did I do that wasn't good enough for her? On top of everything, I'm plagued with thoughts of her giving herself to someone else, and it is absolutely destroying me. I never thought the woman I considered to be my soulmate would do this to me. I know our marriage is over, and I know that I will never forgive her. I also accept that whoever she has become, I will never be able to change her. Above all else, I still love her. I still wish things were how they used to be. I wish she would have focused on us and worked harder on our marriage. I know it's going to be a long road of recovering and picking up the broken pieces. It's going to take me a long time to get over this or get past it. I don't feel fully ready for the journey ahead, but I know that I'm going to have to try to move on from her. Everything is still so fresh, and we haven't spoken since she last went out. I'm going to give myself some time to compose myself, to gather my thoughts and feelings before I try to talk to her again. I'm not sure yet if it's even worth confronting her about sleeping with this random guy she met.